Alrighty, what is up, ladies and gents, and welcome back to part two of my Horizon Forbidden West walkthrough. Welcome back. What is up, everyone? Let me start by saying apologies for the lack of Horizon Forbidden West walkthrough, or videos, I should say. I did make a post about this on my YouTube.
Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Karja Horn. That means the embassy's starting soon.
Wait till I'm done talking, Aloy. Anyway, sorry, I was busy with another walkthrough, ladies and gents. I wanted to get that done before I continue with Horizon Forbidden West, but now I can focus my attention on this game. Well, before Elden Ring comes out later this week, so there's that.
Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. First, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
Yeah, you!
There's Erend. Looks like he's had a few.
You're in a sour mood?
Gentlemen?
That's our cue.
You taking the edge off?
Huh. Well, I mean, I'd ask you to join, but who'd be left to save the world, right? All right, now let me guess. You're in a rush, right? So, whatever you need. Ask away.
How have things been since
Your silent departure? Yeah, not bad. Vanguard's going strong. Helped Avad pick up the pieces after the battle with the Eclipse. I took a month to bury Ursa in the claim. But when I got back, I got the assignment to babysit Wadis on his way to the embassy. I thought that'd be a cakewalk, so of course things went sideways.
You got blindsided. Wasn't your fault.
A couple more of these, maybe I'll believe you.
I was, wondering if you were able to lay Ursa to rest, like you wanted.
Yeah, we did. Just seemed the crowd that showed up to pay their respects. Half of them owed her a favor, and the other half owed her their lives. In the end, everybody drank. You know, it's the rowdiest funeral since ever.
Feels like she would have liked that.
Yeah, damn straight. Damn straight. She would have put them all under the table.
What do you know about the embassy?
Oh, yeah, not much. Only that Avad really wants it to happen. He said I'm making peace with these Tanakh. But from what I hear, they're not too big on the whole diplomacy thing. They do most of their talking with blades and arrows. So if you're heading their way, be prepared. Things might get ugly real fast.
I'll keep that in mind. What do you know about this place?
Well, nothing good. It's where the Karja dragged all the captives they took from the Forbidden West during the Red Raids. Lucky ones became slave labor. The rest were hauled off to the Sun Ring and Meridian.
Your sacrifice.
You got it. Tanakh made sure to wreck the place before they chased the Karja out of the West. I can't say I blame them. And now Avad's paying the Osram to rebuild it. And no matter how much new stone they put up, it'll still be stained in blood.
I better get going.
Oh yeah, don't let me stop you. Just, are you sure about this? Yeah, I'm saving the world. That sounds like a lot for just one.
Erend.
Yeah, all right. Can't blame me for trying. I guess what I'm really trying to say is, if you ever do need me.
I know where to find you. Hopefully sober next time.
Yeah, don't count on it. Be careful out there, Aloy.
Oh, Aaron. I really like him, too.
Lighten up, Paiv. You've got a thick wall of stone between you and the Tanakh up there.
Yes, sir.
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan. the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tanakh marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through the gates then. I have my own business with them.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Commander's orders. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Asaram salvagers, a few especially brazen Karja, but no one's allowed in or out before an embassy. They'll reopen, once the Tanakh have left.
So what happens at these embassies, exactly?
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offer tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tanakh return personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Because the Tanakh, they're handing over some sort of prisoner, right? A soldier named Fashav?
Ah, so you've heard. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about Tanakh marshals. Who are they?
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before every embassy, they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their 3 clans. Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate on behalf of their leader. And by negotiate, I mean stare down our Sun Priest until they concede. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time at the last embassy. Came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It was indeed.
Where is this Commander Nozar, then? If he's the one keeping the gates shut, I'll convince him to open them for me.
I'll take you to him, but I have to warn you. The commander isn't one to break protocol, especially when he's already high-strung.
We'll see about that.
This way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, and we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain Nora got them back to work.
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Ulvin was thrilled.
We're walking so slow, my fingers can barely keep up. I just want to mash them down right now. Oh, sorry, dude.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
There's the commander. Better brace yourself. And good luck.
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians?
Ah. Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior! I don't care if it's the devil between herself. The gate stays sealed until that horn blows!
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's
Orders
happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try
Open
to stand in her way.
the
It's not gonna work.
gates.
That's it! Arrest her!
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the Savior of Meridian's face? What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forget something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl,
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time.
So this tribe that Murad told us about, the Tanakh, we need their permission to go west?
yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
It's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold! She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called Savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am unyielding Fashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the Army of the Setting Sun.
You're Fashav. Avad gave me a message for you. That he waits for you in Meridian, where you belong.
Avad always was polite. Well, now I'm even more curious about you knowing that you have the confidence of the Sun King. But such an association with the Karja could work against you here, as it often has with me. As you can see, tensions are high. This embassy is a delicate affair. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soothe painful grievances. And now you arrive, unheralded.
I'm not here to cause trouble. I just need to go west.
So you say. I might be able to help, but I need to know why. Along with some assurance that I won't regret it.
I've never seen markings like those on a Karja before.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemies.
Looks like you've vanquished quite a few.
I've fought my share of battles. But I feel that my life, like my markings, is only half complete. This side shows my martial deeds. Before I die, I'd like to see the other half marked with the laurels of peace.
Are you glad to be going back to Meridian?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal in mind. As someone who knows the Tanakh and the Karja, I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tanakh don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. But these are difficult times. Chief Akaro knows that survival often requires change, even if that change means putting aside centuries of war.
You asked why I need rite of passage. I'll tell you, but you won't like my answer. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day, much worse. Calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west, and I'm the only one who can stop it.
I've seen the signs, and I've heard tales of incredible occurrences in Meridian, an army of demons vanquished by a red-haired champion. So I'm inclined to believe you. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel into Tanakh lands. A task so important, and it's just the two of you. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Allies are essential. Chief Akaro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you. He is a man of his word.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tanakh can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
Hear me, Marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regala. Chief Hikaru's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood. The blood of the Karja. Instead, you pledge your spears to a chief who conspires with the enemy. Hikaru has betrayed us! The embassy is proof! And all of you marshals are his accomplices! For this, I condemn you to death!
You'll need more than toothless threats to intimidate us, exile.
Lancers! Form up!
They're riding machines!
Where'd they learn to do that?
Silence.
Vashav! Come with us now, or not at all!
Archers! Light them up!
Get to cover!
Archers! Keep them back! Left flank to the Karja! Run them down!
They're not gonna make it.
Open the gates! Open the gates! Open the gates! Karja! Stand your ground!
Fire on will!
I don't have a shot!
What happened? Can you see?
It's just us now. Hey! Calm down and fight fair!
Lancers! Take the center!
Get ready!
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
I like that Aloy literally just watched them all die up there.
Here they come!
Time to fight.
There's that homegirl. You could have done something to help.
Get up!
Contact! Go! Go!
piece of it.
It's weakened! It's really working! Oh! Vulnerable! Damn it, the fight is still alive! Take this ammo! No! Revenge! We'll have to get through them! Can you use a shock attack? Taking my shot!
How do I? Oh, totally missed that one. Hang on.
Cut them all down! I lacked up. Man down!
Yo, man, me and my aim in this game.
Keep your discipline! One more traitor dead!
Okay, got you. What is that? One more. Man, if this was a freaking rated M game, this getting freaking, he would have got torn apart. Jesus!
Much better.
Oh, I got this one. If I could just pull it out. There we go. All right, who's left? I'll take this easy kill.
Enough! You, Outlanders! I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through his shield if I damage it enough. Gotta get through that shield.
Craft him.
Need to break his guard. There! Now's my chance!
That won't stop me!
1, 2, 3, and a 4.
Give it up! regenerated.
At least we could get poison too.
Gotta take down that shield.
You've broken the shield, not the warrior!
Stay still, dude. Ain't fair.
They're not stopping me.
One, two.
Break through his block. There, he's exposed. I've got to break that shield. Your turn. Come down here and face me.
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life today. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals, slaughtered the Karja. So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Get him to the camp. Now.
You gonna make it?
You're going on without me, aren't you? Guess I'm stuck with Aaron. For now.
Come on. I'll take you back to the fort.
I got you.
It's salvage time, boys.
I don't think it can take a hit. I should be able to use it to glide.
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this mess. Seems like the Tanakh have a civil war in their hands.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regala to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Voidis, Vashav. A massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tanakh's territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tanakh's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tanakh's territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regala ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, there were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utara border. But why?
It's hard to explain. It'll help me get the lay of the land.
If you say so. Is there anything else I can tell you before you go?
Fashav called Regala a rival. Someone that Tanakh chief should have killed.
Yeah, I reckon he should have. She's obviously a huge threat. Her attack was coordinated and precise. Until you got in her way, that is.
They knew the lay of the land. And they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tanakh weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby. Somewhere they could lie low until the perfect moment to strike.
About Fashav.
The man was taken captive by the Tanakh. Survived for years out in the west, only to die just short of the Sundom. It's a cruel end for a good soldier.
There was more he wanted to do. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace between the Karja and Tanakh.
Too late for that now.
What will happen to him?
His body will be carried back to Meridian. As the cousin of the Sun King, he will be accorded official rights and buried with honor. No soldier could ask for more.
It's too bad about Nazar and Wadis.
At least Nozar went down fighting. As for the Sun Priest, well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper funeral rites. It's the least I can do.
Do you think the Karja will take action against Regala? Seems like you'd have common ground with the Tanakh.
An expedition of the Karja army into the west could be taken as the start of another invasion. Sun King Avad won't risk it. That said, we can't allow ourselves to be caught unaware by an attack like that again.
I need to be on my way.
Then I wish you luck. The gates will always be open to you should you wish to return. And don't worry about your friends. We'll get them patched up.
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you, Aloy. I hope you find what you're looking for.
To the west!
I can refill my pouch with these later.
To the west, to the window, to the wall, to my balls. Okay, shield wings, energy, glider, repurpose, and machine technology. To plan it in.
So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spires should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup of Gaia. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. The woman who led the ambush, Regala, had a lot of machines under her command. There's only one other person who has that kind of knowledge. Silence. But what's his angle? Why help to knock the rebels?
Don't you have that type of knowledge too? Wait, I totally forgot how she found out how to was able to get a machine under her control in Zero Dawn. I just played the freaking game last month. I totally forgot. What happens?
I can grab this from my stash later.
Okay. Okay, there's a camp over here. I'm planning on doing just the main quest of this game, for the most part. Might as well finish up the side quests. I mean, we're right here. Let's see. Ammo. Okay, an ammo that deals purge water damage not available in your inventory. Prepared, water. Well, I guess the reason why we could fast travel to this tall neck is because what's his face told us about the tall neck. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Let's go.
To test the shield wing. I climb down and I can glide.
We ain't climbing down. What you talking about? We finishing up this side quest, dog. What is that? Oh God. Storm looks awesome. Sucks is coming to kill us all. To the Forbidden West, stand beyond. Part of me was thinking about. Part of me was thinking about, hey, just freaking whatchamacallit. Oh, I could have glide down. We'll have our chance to glide. I totally forgot what I was about to say. I'm not gonna lie, guys. My ass
going on at that camp?
Kept getting interrupted.
Our armor's got to make all other armors look like rusted buckets of scrap. You really think you can do that?
Group, come on. You know me.
Don't care, buddy. All right, we're getting close. Break it down one time. Break it down one time for my homies in the back. Break it down. Say what? Break it every down one time.
Some kind of outpost. With pens. It might be where Regala's keeping her machines. I need to find a way to get in there. I could scan the area to see what
Maybe it's a bad idea for us to push the tree over when there's a machine here. Oh, didn't notice us.
What was that? Better check it out. Ah, that old tree finally decided to fall.
Steady, boy, steady. Okay, I'm in. I have to clear out this place before I can look around.
Can you not stealth strike someone when they're on top of a rider? That sucks. Nah, da, 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 da. Oh God.
Hey! Face my blade!
What's up?
Do something!
I'm not a scab, I'm a slab. Ooh. Oh god, Jesus! I'm gonna freaking make that shot one day, guys. Nah, 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 nah. Oh. Come on, I know you want to go down sooner or later, dude. Oh. Did that not get her? I want to get it. Oh. Yes. You guys gotta admit that was cool.
Out of pens, not that many machines. Where'd they all go? Better check in that cave. Get this from my stash when I need it.
What is all that noise? Is that like birds and something? You guys hear that? Am I tripping? Where are these noises coming from? Well, we're about to check it out soon. Give me a second. First, is there another ability that I want? What's this? What's this? Always do good with melee damage. It feels like we're in a town or something. What the hell is going on? No, that's just the game. I guess the game messed up. It sounds like we're in a town or something. Unless... Oh, wait. She said check the cave. Is there something underground? The ghost from the past.
Drawbridge. Might be my way across. That's one half of the bridge. How to drop the other side? That's no good. Can't use the polecaster on that. Scanning the bridge with my focus might show me something. There. Bridge is down. Bristleback. It looks like it fell into a tunnel. So the rebels were keeping bristlebacks here. The machines fell into the tunnel, which must have collapsed as they ran further in. What if Ulvin's explosives created the sinkhole? I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know.
Yeah, sure. I'll use a fast travel pack.
So, you've returned from the west. Any luck?
The bristlebacks were being penned by Tanakh rebels on the other side of the mountains. Ulvin's explosives opened up a sinkhole, dropping them into the tunnels.
Which they followed to the mine and out into the Daunt.
Right. Aside from the rebels, if anyone is to blame for the bristlebacks, it's Ulvin.
Radiant beams of the sun. And all this time he was pointing the finger at us. Bring Ulvin here. Petra, too.
Summoned like a blasted ale winch. You best be meaning to put pen to parch. What? Why's she here?
I live here too, lugnut. So what's this about?
Thanks to the Savior, the sun has shown the truth on the bristleback incursion. Tanakh rebels were keeping pens of machines on the other side of the mountains. A sinkhole swallowed them, releasing them into the underground tunnels that led east and out into the Daunt.
So it was an accident. But let us not forget that it was the Karja.
I'm not done. The sinkhole only formed due to your unauthorized blasting in the southern mine, Ulvund. You are responsible for the machine rampage, the workers we lost, the destruction the bristlebacks caused. All of it.
My dear magistrate, has your precious son baked your senses? I would never give such an order without first consulting you.
Evidence says otherwise. Aloy found the shipping manifest in the mine. You skirted the laws of the Sundom, Ulvund. All for a few extra shards.
And you almost drowned your other miners. And sent that oversized tool over there to intimidate a bunch of refugees.
I demand an official investigation. I won't be the victim of some Karja scheme.
Certainly. We'll conduct a thorough inquest into everything. The bristlebacks, the mine, the refugees. Every business deal you ever put your name to.
Well, that's not necessary, is it? What if I just return to the claim?
Oh, well, that would save the crown the cost.
Of course. I'll be on my way as soon as I wrap up some previous commitments, tie up some loose ends. After all, the welfare of Chainscrape's people in a transition like this...
Nope, you're leaving right now. Chainscrape will be just fine.
You think she can run this scorched-out forged dump? Ha! Knock yourself out.
Get out!
Oh, don't want you, don't need
Down
you.
with all
Sergeant Ray!
Get off me!
Mud looks good on you, Ulvin.
As the sun burns away shadow. Thank you for that, Aloy.
Oh, he had it coming.
Here, please accept this token of gratitude. You've done the Sundom and my sanity a great service. And I believe we have some matters to discuss.
Guess we do. Not the most pleasant boots to fill, but I'll wear them. All thanks to you, Flamehair.
And with that, the bristleback side quest is complete.
Chainscrape will be better off with Petra in charge.
That was pretty darn cool. The side quests are more subtly better in this game than it was in Zero Dawn. I'm really impressed. All right, let's bounce and get back, shall we?
Nothing interesting.
Jesus Christ, all the way down there? Holy moly. Yep, gliding is really freaking cool. I'm a fan.
Something's going on at that camp. Pain subsiding.
There's the tall neck. Finally, bloody made it.
Getting a signal from my focus. That sound. The tall neck must be close by. Overriding it should give me data on the surrounding area.
Let's go! Fog of War map! Come on.
Looks like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough. I'm always counting a pack of scrappers to collect any salvage.
Oh man. Why you guys gotta come over here? Oh God, Jesus.
Power generator. Looks dead. The console. No power though.
Come on, Aloy.
Can't climb any higher, but looks like this thing can rotate. If I can figure out a way to turn the power back on, I'll be able to move things around and find a way up.
Now how the hell are we gonna do that? Restore power to the console.
That must be Plainsong, the Utaro tribe's home. Built on top of old
God,
satellite
Jesus.
dishes.
Now I gotta deal with this little bugger. Nope, I saw something down there. What the hell hit me from behind? Oh, you missed, you suck. Oh God. Come on, this ain't Dark Souls, leave me alone. Yeah, bitch. Oh. All right. Whew. All right, something down here is gonna help us.
Pack's full. fuel, but my stash has room.
Okay, we have a generator. How about activate it? Okay, here we go. Progress.
A power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. This should get that generator below the dish going.
Okay, Aloy, let's do
There's
this.
the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running. Power's back. I should check that console I found earlier.
All right.
Let's see what this thing does.
It's assist.
I'm in luck.
Error. Dish alignment incomplete. Motor function impeded.
It's always got to be something, huh?
Sherry's jammed. I'm still not high enough to reach the tallneck. I entangled the dish. Let me climb higher.
Now's not the time.
Actually worked.
All right, tall neck. Might as well just activate this quest right quick. Your ass is mine.
I should be able to get to that tallneck now. Just gotta find the right spot. Looks like I might need to glide onto the tallneck. Just gotta time it right.
That would have been a... Right now. Whoa! Come on, Aloy. Oh, Jesus, have mercy. Aloy, now is not the time to Ezio me.
There we go. Time to override the big guy. It's all right. Almost done. Tallneck's sent map data to other machines. Now it's mine.
That's handy. Why is it still foggy though? What the hell? Alright, no matter. We don't repel down. We glide down. All right, let's go.
Crawling,
Onward to death's door. All right, we're actually pretty close now, which is good.
My pack's full. I can get it from my stash later.
Stash. Is this the one machine thingy? So this is like Hades' main body right here. This octopus thingy. Wait, is this its main body or is it just part? It's just the tentacles I'm looking at.
Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
Look, homegirl, I'm gonna be 1000% honest with you. Like, what we face in Zero Dawn is nowhere as, you know, like this shit's insane right here. Wait, so how did this monster Titan thingy went down? Come on, Aloy, stealth. Be one with the water.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. The workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here? That device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out. Some kind of log, most of it's redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb.
I mean, he kind of does. I mean, Lance Reddick got us beat every step of the way. Like, it's not even a contest. I have no idea how to put coils on. I know that sounds dumb, but like for real, I really don't. Guess we're following whatever's over there.
Well, I better see where this trail leads.
Freaking death machines everywhere. Alright, just keep going this way. I don't need you, Path. I know exactly where to go. Is it underwater? Nani?
I'll stash this away for later.
Why am I even going underwater, guys? I have a
Focus is detecting some kind of locator beacon.
Oh no. So what the hell is this? I don't even know why I'm doing this.
Somewhere below ground.
Why am I even doing this? I have a real fear of like volume of water. Yeah, I don't think I can reach it. Don't mind me. What freaking piranha thing is up down here? Alright, I know you get like a rebreather thingy, mabob. So I should probably wait to go down there once I find that.
A merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here. It might be handy to resupply.
Oh there! What's Honora doing this far west? No matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wilds if you need.
Thank you.
Hold the hammer, it's that same Nora.
Maybe I gotta ask him? Nope. I thought the signal was underwater, but that's something totally different. So I have no idea where the hell we're going.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn? Come on, Hades. You still in there? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Beta era memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Sylens do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Beta era memory structures disintegrated.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the Spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on Beta era memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Beta era memory structures disintegrated.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out lands to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times Hades extinction.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 254, 2161, 2168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world, too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
Does he always got to be an asshole? I love him so much.
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh the rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Silence.
Take it any way you want.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system. Save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a superintelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you've desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
She don't got nothing to say about that one.
Hold for identity scan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soba. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them Firegleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
Maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lasher's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. Well, I already have some deep water kindleweed. Just need to get the parts.
Where's the power core?
Now where's its power cell?
Is that thing on the back?
There's the power cell. I can tag it in my focus display. Could trigger an explosion with an acid arrow. There goes the part.
What's up, bruh? Oh, just give me this right quick.
Okay, got the parts for the igniter. Now I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
From your time tinkering with Hades?
Tinkering? More like extracting invaluable data.
Special gear, igniter. Ooh, 2 more.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the Horus in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Please step inside.
Finally. I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Bet I could use this igniter if I find more places with fire gleam.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
I thought she was speaking like in her head or something. How the hell did you hear that? Guess she said it out loud.
This whole place is flooded. And there's another gene lock door on the other side. That's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get over there. Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
What the hell? Weird I dropped like that. Did I just drop again? Nope, I'm stuck. Nope, I'm literally stuck. Aloy. Yep, I'm stuck. God, Jesus. Alright, let's not do that again, shall we?
Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
My pullcaster might come in handy here.
Oh. Wait, was this not the way to go? I just went this way for no reason. Well, there's something right there. I doubt the pull caster or whatever the hell can even reach. We need to go this way. Not to get stuck again, Aloy. Okay, pull caster. There we are. Okay, we need to go up. We need to go over too. Oh. Okay, I think I can reach if I go on the other side or no. Can I reach it? No. Alright. Sus. Oh. HYFR. Yippee yippee.
Door's locked. But there's some kind of... looks like this connects to the door, but it needs power. An energy cell.
We know what to do with these.
That did it.
Okay. We need to go back over. We need to find 2 power cells because I've unplugged that one. Unless, will the doors stay open? That's my question, ladies and gents. If we, hold up, am I tripping right now? All right, let me see. Will the doors stay open if we remove the power cell? It will. All right. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have no idea what that even did. But, you know, there's a power cell. It needs to get plugged.
No room on me. I could send it to my stash. What was this room for? Looks like there is another console that needs power. This console shut down.
We need 2 power cells.
This looks like the same device from the other room. Maybe I can use the energy cell here.
Yeah, maybe. But we need to find them first. Unfortunately, I have no idea where to look for more energy cells. Guess maybe through here. Huh. Who would have thunk it? Wait, so what was the point of me plugging in this power cell? Honestly, seems like it got me nowhere. Yeah, that is weird. It doesn't matter now. We got 1 power cell, and now we just need 2 more.
here?
Did I open the door up there? No. Okay. Try this bad boy right here.
Elizabeth. And Travis Tate.
Ooh, boy! I tell you, Liz, what I just done gonna make you love me. I just imagine them far zenith rapscallions opening this fake guy we made for him. And I thought, what this really needs is a signature.
This isn't a prank, Travis.
I know. All I did was just script a couple of avatars. A little you, a little me. To deliver our message of doom, real personal-like.
Would you just send it?
As soon as it's done compiling, then you and me should celebrate. I brought party fixins, pizza rolls, absinthe, a couple of hacky sacks.
I'm heading back to Bryce as soon as this is done.
Color me confounded, Liz. How is it that someone like you, a paragon, damn near saint, could love this world so damn much, but no one in it? I mean, have you ever even had a friend?
Compile complete. Data file, Baron Promise, ready for transmission.
If you would, please.
Logic bombs off. Here it comes, far as Z-nuts.
Just keep being the best at what you do, Travis.
Always admire you from afar, Liz. It's where my mama's grave. Yeah, she was religious.
Travis was wrong. Elizabeth was trying to make sure life had a future. She cared about everyone.
I'm not so sure. The exceptional walk a path of solitude, Aloy. As you and I are well aware of.
There's another panel up there that I should be able to pull open. I'll have to climb higher to reach it.
Hiya, hiya! Oh god, voice crack. When do I supposed to be sounding like an old man? Nope, there's no point of this. We need to get over there. Oh, I see it now. We gotta get there. I wonder.
Bowcaster won't work on that.
There we go.
I think my polecaster can latch onto that from here. I'm gonna have to jump.
What the? Why she jump so short? There we go. Oh, they want to do this moment. God, I hate that.
This easy?
Barely made it.
I don't think I'm gonna get to the door from here.
Mothers. Right? Good. Okay, climb.
There's more of the facility over there. I better take a look.
One night fire flame, whatever that just said. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't paying attention.
What's in here?
Oh.
There's another locked door. What's that console next to it? It looks like this is connected to the door. It needs a code to open.
And where do I find said code?
Find this in my stash later. Data here. From Travis Tate. This place turned out a lot of malware before Zero Dawn took over.
7482.
And one of them has a number.
Seven 482.
There we go.
How could anything be working like this with like freaking 1,000 years in the future or whatever the hell? Oh, nope.
There's the door. Getting close.
Okay. Let's do this. Close. I can feel it. Ooh. Hey, don't mess this up, Malcolm. Gotcha. Come on. You can stop giving me those Uncharted moments. I don't want to fall all the freaking time. Or make it seem like I'm falling. There we go.
Okay, so much for the flooded maze. I made it.
Hold for identity scan. Event profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Soda. Please step inside.
That thing is huge. It looks like the power's off, except for that console. It's damp in here, too. Hope the water hasn't corroded anything I need.
Genetic profile confirmed. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Do you wish to activate Recluse Spider?
I do.
Activating.
Okay, powering it up. That doesn't sound good.
It appears to be unstable and very heavy. Be careful.
At least I've got power. And there's data here. Looks like this Recluse Spider thing is a testing apparatus for Gaia and Hades. I better take a look at that access panel.
Yes, get to it.
Okay. I think those circular pods are repositories. One loaded with Hades backups, the other with Gaia.
What are you waiting for?
Hades is down, but the Gaia repository is stuck.
So unstick it.
Why do they make it like this? It's like they overcomplicated it.
Detach the cable from the arms coupling. Yeah, well, now that it's down, I should be able to access that pod. Got one. Two, in fact.
I was starting to get worried.
Data footprint low. 90% memory free.
That can't be right. Gaia was a vast superintelligence. It barely expected it.
Shh.
No subordinate functions.
It's not a full backup.
No. More like a seed from which Gaia's mind could grow if it had sub-functions with which to form a heuristic matrix.
So it's useless?
I'm afraid so. Without sub-function.
Ugh!
Aloy, you've done all you could.
For what? Nothing?
Maybe saving the world is too big a task for any one person. Even you.
Wait. It's useless without sub-functions, but there are sub-functions out there.
The original ones. Scattered to the winds when Gaia blew herself up? They could be anywhere. You can't find them in time. Even if you did, the mysterious signal mutated them just like Hades. You have no idea.
But I do. A good one. If it works.
It was worth it. You found Minerva, but it won't connect.
It's close. Mountains west of Plainsong. Close enough for me to go get it. I was hoping to find all the sub-functions, but one's enough to get started, right?
It is. Recover Minerva. One could use it to launch Gaia's heuristic matrix.
And when she's conscious, she helps me find the other sub-functions. I go gather them.
And rebuild her piece by piece. Very clever.
Still think I can't save the world on my own?
Yes, well. About that.
Alert! Intruders! Alert!
Aloy, I need you to listen closely. These intruders want the same thing you do. Gaia reborn. It's why they're here.
Friends of yours?
No. They don't know me. The data pulse I transmitted indicated that a Gaia backup could be recovered here was anonymous. Now, they're very powerful, but they won't harm you. Not when they see who you are, what you are. A clone of Elizabeth Sobek, a genetic key with which they can reboot Gaia and rebuild the system. They need you.
I warned you, Silence.
For once, Aloy, submit to the inevitable. Open the hatch.
First I rebuild Gaia, save life on Earth, then I track you down and end yours!
I'm trying to help you here.
Try spying on me with that. There. New focus, spyware free. Okay. Think. I don't care how powerful they are. The only thing that can open that hatch is me. Question is, can I find another way out? There's a current in the water. Not much, but maybe it's a way out.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. Please step inside.
Looks promising. Beta. Do we have it? Fantastic. Did the pulse originate here?
Has someone...
Something wrong?
Shit.
Spectres, Baytuh. Well, any idea what the hell a clone of Elizabeth Sobek is doing here?
Maybe Gaia made one when it destroyed itself, a Hail Mary to repair the system.
Don't like the sound of that. Nah, don't like it. Don't want it.
But the
Nope. One's enough trouble. Eric.
Yeah?
Care to do a little downsizing?
Sure.
What if she sent the pulse?
Then that was foolish of her. But we got what we came for. So let's put it to use.
I snap a lot of necks in VR. But that certain tremor as life fades from the eyes. Ooh, no hollow quite gets it.
Keep flapping your mouth. It makes a nice target.
You actually think that primitive crap you got there can hurt me? This is gonna be fun. I wish it didn't have
Here they
to
come.
end this way.
I'm not hurting him. I need a way out of here. Maybe if I bring the whole processor down? I gotta use that console to make it drop more.
Oh god.
He's too close. I won't make it.
That's supposed to be a weapon.
What the? What are these guys? Like aliens? Forerunners?
I'm not hurting him.
Yeah, no, I'm just shooting him for fun.
This kill's all mine.
There. Now I can break the couplings holding that thing up. Another one down.
That's not gonna help you, girl.
Ah!
These aren't training guns.
What the hell are they?
I wish I could go. What are you up to? Come on now. Put your back in it. Reckon that thing ain't gonna help, girl. Come on. Come at me.
Gotta cut the main stem.
Wait, is he like a alien?
The stem's gotta feel. Looks like there's 2 more couplings on the stem.
Quit fooling around.
Oh.
You think I can?
One more.
Christ. I lost it.
Did you feel that?
Hurry up, dude. You're in the way.
Okay, board here. But all good things must come to an end. Is that right, little man?
If that thing comes down, it's only gonna kill you.
Better than letting you have all the fun.
God damn it! What was that? Me killing what you wanted dead. What the hell did you think? The platform collapsed, body went with it.
Right. And since when don't you get what you want, huh?
Spectres,
Search.
I gotta find a way out of here. There's a current.
Oh, let's go up.
Might be a way.
Oh, man. Oh.
Might be. Shit! Might be a way under this.
Okay. Go this way. What do I do from here? Hang on, let's turn around and go this way. All right, we got some progress. Let's see. I wonder. All right, gotta open that little grate over there. Or can we even open it? Oh yes, we can. Good. Are we adopting the name that they gave him?
Swim fast.
All right. Who were those people? All right, through here. Then we see this exit. I wonder, are those like humans from the old world?
Looks like some kind of power room. Currents lead here. Promising. Perfect. I found...
Shh. It's okay. I'm here.
I've got it.
Hey, easy. Easy there. Hey. It's right here. The way you were clutching it when I found you, I knew it was important.
Where are we?
An outpost of the Utaru tribe. Not far from where you fell.
How long?
2 days. Aloy,
There's no time. I found something. In the mountains
west of Plain Song. Yeah. Kept muttering it while I carried you. Look, Aloy, whatever it is that you found, you're in no shape
I will crawl. If I have to.
Okay, fine. But before you do that, there's someone you should talk to. An Utaru named Zoe. And she told me there's been trouble in those mountains. A cave spitting out deadly machines. Can't be a coincidence, right?
Why do we need her? Let's head for the cave.
It's in Utaru territory. Her territory. She can help us. You'll see.
Fine. Let's go see this marvelous Zoe then.
As verdant limbs wither, roots rot in snow, still the seed rises as certain as stone.
Zoe?
She should be in. What about the machines? In the mountains west of Plain Song.
I am a grave singer. My place is here. We can talk once you've healed.
What's wrong with it?
Her name is Ray, not it. She's one of our land gods. And she's dying.
But not just dying. She's suffering.
Her condition is not your concern.
So, if anyone can help, it's Aloy.
May I? So what I'm about to do might look bad, but it will help. Spear. I still need to talk.
Of course. But this way.
The mountains, west of Plainsong. There trouble out there?
The Utaru have trouble everywhere. Our fields blighted, our settlements abandoned. But the cave in the mountains is the worst. It is a sacred place. Fa, another of our land gods, went inside weeks ago, but she hasn't emerged. Killer machines pour out instead, threatening to overwhelm us. It's never happened before.
Wouldn't be your first sacred cave.
You said the tribe has trouble with its fields and settlements.
Yes. Whereas once the land gods harvested endless bounty from the fields, now they sow a poisonous blight. War brews among the Tanakh, so their rebels prowl our outskirts. And the machines grow ever more aggressive, hemming us in, forcing us to desert distant villages. Now they're even coming out of our sacred cave. Many in the tribe fear our days are dwindling.
Wish I could tell you it was better everywhere else.
Not that we're gonna lose hope.
Ray and other machines like her, you call them gods?
Land gods, yes. For generations, they provided for us, seeding and harvesting the fields of Plainsong. Food for all. A miracle of endless bounty.
A farm, run by machines.
More than a farm. A blessed land, providing sustenance for my people. Until the derangement.
So what happened to the land gods after the derangement?
They faltered, year by year. Once they were peaceful. Now they turn on us when we approach, even attack us. They'd always enriched the soil, but for several seasons they've glutted it endlessly with mulch. The fields have turned fetid. A blight that keeps spreading, even beyond our lands. We used to have food for all. Now we barely have enough to feed our children.
Must be over-fertilization. Spread by spores, maybe?
I don't know. That's not even the end of it. Each land god used to visit the sacred cave once a year, but no longer. Without the rituals of renewal, they've fallen apart. Like Ray. They're dying. And my tribe with them.
So the cave is sacred because machines like Ray and the one you call Fa go inside?
Yes. Before the derangement, each land god left the fields and made a pilgrimage to the cave. Always in the same order. Doe first, then Ray, then me, and so on. Spattered with soil from their labors, each reappeared 2 days later, shining anew, without so much as a scratch. All soil and ornaments of worship washed away. The tribe celebrated each return as one of the 8 hallowed festivals of our calendar.
But the derangement changed the cycle.
Yes, or so we thought. Over time, the land gods stopped the ritual, becoming crazed and brittle. But 3 weeks ago, Fa trudged inside. The entire tribe lifted their voices in song, praying that the cycle had begun again. Fa has not emerged. What has are machines built to kill?
Are machines being made inside? Like in a cauldron?
Sounds like it. But the way these land gods come and go, it's not like anything I've seen before. You called yourself a grave singer. What does that mean?
To all living things, an end must come. It is my task to ease the passage. I try to bring comfort and sing of the renewal that death sows the way for. But I never thought I would have to sing for one of our land gods. I don't even know if Ray heard me. What you did soothed her more than I ever could.
It's not your fault, Saul. And without the second sight, there's nothing more you could have done.
Thanks for taking us in.
Varl's the one that carried you across the wilds.
I doubt anyone else here would have let us in. Or stayed by my side to make sure Aloy was comfortable. We were lucky to find you.
I could say the same thing.
Sounds like you two have been spending a lot of time together.
I wish it hadn't taken an injury to make that happen. I hope you feel better. And soon.
I need to get into that cave.
What? No one does that.
Well, it's time to make an exception.
It belongs to the land gods.
Look, so there is something inside there. Something that could solve problems all over the world. The storms, the derangement. Maybe even your broken land gods.
What could possibly do all that?
A spirit?
Yeah. Something like that.
I could journey back to Plainsong. Assemble the chorus. Tell how you soothed Ray. Ask their permission to go inside.
Great. I'll get my things.
She needs rest.
You don't have to tell me.
I'm fine.
Assembling the chorus will take time. Heal first, then join me.
Fine. Bed rest. I got it.
She does not need you to help her heal. You could come with me to Plainsong. Lend your voice to mine as I try to persuade the chorus. It might help her cause.
I'd like to, but I'm afraid she might run off.
Really? Very well. Later then.
Zoe, wait. It's not, that I don't want to go with you. It's just that
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes?
Then I look forward to more conversation.
Yeah, me too. You're supposed to be resting.
Laurel, you should go with her. I'll get better on my own.
You trying to get rid of me so you can...
No. Not this time. I'll meet up with you in Plain Song when I'm ready.
You sure about this?
Yes. Go. Get out of here.
Okay. So, wait.
Who are they? Okay, all healed up.
Wait, so Varl and Zoe only met 2 days ago and they're already kissing? Is that how relationships go? I mean, I really don't know because I've never been in a relationship before. Oh, goodness. But seriously, that was like really fast. I don't know. Was I expecting like anime love relationship development? I don't know. Anyways, with all that being said, ladies and gents, I'm going to end the video right here. Thank you all for watching this. If you guys can please leave a like on this video. If you guys like what you saw, please subscribe for more content. It helps with the channel a lot. Also, when you do subscribe, make sure you click that little bell next to the subscribe button so you can start receiving notifications when I post videos or go live with a live stream next time. And when you do hit that notification bell, ladies and gents, make sure you set those notifications to all so you don't miss out on any content I post to this channel, be a walkthrough, let's play, channel post update, or a live stream. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, families, cats, and dogs, and whoever who not. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, B-A-Y-T-U-H, if you want to keep supporting me even further than excuse me, they had just tongue-tied right there. Then just subscribe to my YouTube channel, leaving a like, share my channel and my videos to all your friends and families. Please consider donating some of your extra money you have lying around to my Patreon and or PayPal. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, B-A-Y-T-U-H, and or paypal.me/Baytuh, B-A-Y-T-U-H. You do not have to do either of those. That's 100% optional. But please note, ladies and gents, any and all donations are much appreciated. And with all that being said, I will see you guys later.